The pain. Matt
Here
Boone.
comes the pain!
Matt Boone, Ryan Clark, what's going on, man? It's Tuesday night, post-WrestleMania show. It's time to get going, man. What's up?
Finishing up a text real quick here. I'm not being very professional. I got a cigarette hanging out of my mouth, so I don't have a very professional radio voice. All right, I'm setting my phone down, setting my cigarette down. Hey now! Professional wrestling and mixed martial arts radio!
We got a big one tonight, man. I'm not doing so good, dude. Yesterday I came down with some sort of, it's worse than the flu, bro. It's just, I'm sweating, I'm hot, I'm cold. I'm not doing good, man. And I tried to
I had to get that out of the way. No, my man is really not feeling good. You were talking about canceling. I was shocked. I was like, he must be sick. And then, of course, like, you know, when the show got closer, you're like, dude, I'm not canceling, you know.
There's no. Well, it's the biggest show of the year for us. You know what I mean? The post WrestleMania show. So we got a lot to talk about, man. We're gonna run down WrestleMania from Sunday night. We're gonna run down Monday Night Raw from last night. Big news coming out of Raw, man. We talked about that on Saturday when we did the special show. Brock Lesnar back in WWE.
We actually talked about it last Tuesday on the show. Well, I mean, we mentioned it as a rumor that we had heard from some friends, but yeah, that one turned out to be a pretty goddamn good rumor we heard because it was right on the money.
Well, they did everything that they could possibly do to keep, you know, his return a surprise. You know, he wasn't backstage. I mean, he wasn't at WrestleMania. He wasn't backstage at Raw yesterday, and to be honest with you, during when Cena was out there cutting that main event promo, he was in the back parking lot in a car. And during the promo, they ushered him through the backstage area and straight to the ring. So nobody had any idea that he was there.
You can't say nobody had any idea because, I mean, a lot of the wrestlers go on the internet. So they knew it was rumored. They knew he was meeting with them. Did they know he was going to appear on the show that night? I mean, obviously not. I mean, they would have probably thought that he would have been around. Although some smarter wrestlers like CM Punk, I'm sure, for example, would know, well, if he's coming out, I'm sure he's being hidden in a car somewhere, you know, and he'll be brought straight to the ring when it's time. But, I mean, that reaction when his music hit, holy shit. And, I mean, that's saying something because that crowd was on fire last night. That was one of the most intense crowds I've heard on a Monday Night Raw in, can I say, years?
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, dude, and not just for Lesnar, man. They were.
That's what I mean. Like the fact that Lesnar's pop was so overwhelmingly loud says something because that crowd was overwhelmingly loud and enthusiastic all night long, from the beginning to the end, nonstop.
Well, you know what it is. Here's the deal. I mean, you've got WrestleMania, right? And everybody, I mean, people come from all over the United States, from all over the world to see WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
WrestleMania.
So you've got, I mean, it's like a convention for the wrestling marks. You know what I'm saying, dude? Where all the marks go down, and they attend WrestleMania on Sunday, and then they go to Raw and the SmackDown tapings, you know, the night after, and on Tuesday. So you had all the marks. I don't know if the Miami crowd would have been that hot if it were just a regular Monday Night Raw, you know, at some point during the year.
Like in September or something.
Right.
I know what you mean. But
right.
The other thing is, too, like you said, it's like a Star Trek convention for wrestling fans that entire weekend. That entire week, actually. But, okay, so you jam 80,000 people into the, I keep getting MetLife and what's the stadium for Miami?
Sun Life.
MetLife is next year, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's confusing. Okay, but so you get 80,000 people in the Sun Life Stadium. You know, a lot of those are casual fans or families, this and that. But I mean, a good solid 10, 20, and I'm just throwing numbers out. None of this means anything. I have no idea what the real numbers are your real diehard wrestling fans, and those are the people that, if they're going to Mania, they're going to Raw too. Now, the casual families, this and that, WrestleMania is really all they're concerned about. It's the Super Bowl. They don't want to go to the Pro Bowl the week after. They could give a shit.
Right.
But the real diehard fans are going to go to Raw because it's going to be close by to WrestleMania, the same venue or a nearby venue. And those were the ones that we'll get into it when we start breaking stuff down. But like the Daniel Bryan Sheamus match, I mean, my God, the entire front row had yes signs. The yes chants were flowing. And from what you told me, they were going crazy at Ring of Honor and Dragon Gate with those chants too. So, like, you know, the next night on Raw, you weeded out all the casual families and this and that, and you got strictly the die-hard, you know, wrestling fans. And man, they let themselves be heard last night, bro.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I mean, usually, okay, you've got, you know, you have WrestleMania, and then, like you said, man, you hold it, you know, in the same city the night after for Raw, and then the SmackDown TVs. They're in Orlando tonight. They were in Miami last night for Raw, but they're up in Orlando tonight, which is interesting. I don't know if maybe the you know what, with the NBA season and that sort of thing going on, it may have been booked. You know what I mean? It may have been pre-booked. So that may be the reason why, you know, with the Miami Heat or somebody like that.
This is gonna sound stupid, but where does TNA tape? It's Orlando, right?
Orlando, right?
Okay.
And
so
they're
those
well,
marks will be there chanting yes and all.
well, and they're taping tonight too, which is going to be interesting. You've got WWE and TNA both in Orlando, and let's be honest, dude, if you had to pick and choose, you're going to probably attend a WWE event over a TNA event. So
especially coming off WrestleMania and Lesnar's return, absolutely.
Right. So you're not
going.
A
lot of people buy those tickets in advance. They buy, you know, if they're going to WrestleMania, they're getting Raw and SmackDown too.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I just made a fucking pot of coffee, dude. Oh my god, dude. I put so much sugar in this, dude. I'm gagging. Wire
yourself up and try and hustle through this show here.
I gotta, dude. Well, at least it's not gonna be a busy night, dude. Man, I can barely hear my I don't know, dude. I can barely fucking talk.
You sound fine, for the record. So I know you feel like shit, but you sound normal.
I just feel foggy. You know what I mean? I feel foggy. It's not gonna be a late night, is what I'm trying to say, because SmackDown and NXT and all that stuff are on the East Coast, though.
By the way, I've got I'm pretty sure NXT's over or almost over. I've got a guy in the building texting me results. So whenever you want, let's see if I'm maybe going to the beach. All right, sorry, some girl just hit me up. But no, yeah, I've got texts coming in nonstop throughout the night of the taping. So whenever you want any kind of spoilers, shoot it to me. If you want to kill time or something, say, Matt, throw some spoilers at him, and I'll be glad to do that.
You know what you could do, which would make things a lot easier on me? We've got live WWE, SmackDown, and NXT coverage right now on WZROnline.com. It's basically the second post down on the main news board, but we're going to be updating that post all night long. So if you wanted to do coverage over there, I think you've got admin, right? Aren't you an admin?
Well, it's text, man. It's like I'd have to rewrite the hell out of it. So, I mean,
all right.
Yeah, even my boss says, because I told him I got the radio, he says, all right, well, just when you're done the radio, just do like a whole report, rewriting all those little texts.
All right, no doubt.
Elaborating on them, and you know.
Well, I'm gonna be updating during the show here tonight. So go to WZROnline.com. And yeah, it's like I said, it's the second post down. We've also got the live chat room. We got a lot of traffic tonight, man. Coming off, I mean, everybody's interested, man. Brock Lesnar's back in WWE. We're coming off WrestleMania on Sunday night. Lots of people in the chat room. You can get there at www.WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. Lots and lots of people. We'll probably do some chat shout-outs here in just a little bit. Like I said, in hour number 1, we're going to be talking WrestleMania from Sunday night and Monday Night Raw from last night. In hour number 2, we're going to open it up for live phone calls. Oh, Jackie!
Oh, Jackie, did she follow through? I'm sitting here. Let's make a bet. About the bet.
Okay.
Is she going to come on the air, A, at all, and B, if she does, will she have a picture uploaded and ready to share like she promised she would?
I think so.
Does she ever get in contact with you with email, Facebook, or anything?
I
Or
haven't.
strictly,
Everybody's saying, send the photo, send the photo. Where's it at? I don't talk to Jackie. The only
that's
time
what I was asking. So the only interaction you have with her is on the radio.
That's it, man. You got.
We have no idea if she welched on the bed or not. It's gonna be interesting.
I don't know if there's a photo. I don't know what she's got planned, man. We're gonna find out in hour number 2. I'm like you guys, man. When Jackie calls into the show, that's the only time I talk to her on a weekly basis. So we'll see what happens, man. She'll call us in hour number 2 if she's got the photo. She's got the photo. If not, I don't know. You know what?
We gotta come up with some kind of penalty if she doesn't have the photo.
You know what? If she listen, if she comes through with the photo, right, and she's got it all set for tonight, and she comes on and she's got it uploaded, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna send her $20 anyway.
I knew you were gonna say that. I'll pay her anyway.
No, just for being a good sport. For being a good sport, dude. I don't want to take. You know what I mean, dude?
No, I hear you. But obviously we don't want to ban her because she's one of our favorite callers. The fans love her. The way you ride her is fucking, it's genius entertainment. I sit here and I'm like, wow, Ryan really, if he shines at any point, other than your hosting with your transitions and your keeping things, on track, I'd say comedically and entertainment wise, that's where you shine to the point where I'm jealous because that's supposed to be my thing.
Why? Everybody in the chat room's saying it too. You say a rider? Is that what you come up with, dude? A rider?
Like you bust your chops real good. You're right.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. I know.
For a bunch of adolescents.
No, it sounded bad, dude. When it came out of your mouth, that sounded bad, and everybody in the chat room picked up on it.
It's better than it sounding bad when it's coming in my mouth.
Coming in your.
There you go, same thing with riding her, you dumb dickhead.
Get the fuck out of here.
Honestly, like I was saying, we can't ban her because nobody wants that. We all love Jackie, but if she doesn't have the picture, as she promised, we made it very clear. If you lose, when you call in, we have to have the picture that night to show our army.
Right.
If she doesn't have it, we got to come up with like all right, well, if you ever want back on the air or any plugs to your site again, there's going to be a second picture, and then we got to come up with some kind of idea for a second picture, and she better deliver both, next week. Otherwise, I don't know, we might have to think about cutting her loose, because I don't like people that welch on bets.
No, listen, dude, she was down for it, bro. She was down for it.
She'll be here. I got my doubts.
She'll be here in hour number 2. I'm going to say she does it, dude. She's cool, man. She'll be all right.
I know she'll call in, but she'll probably have an excuse. Oh, my camera broke, and Savannah, what's her name?
Savannah.
Her friend's name?
Savannah.
Savannah, she said that she was getting a new camera.
Savannah, is it Savannah or Samantha?
Samantha, that's it. Samantha. I knew it was an S name.
Right.
But I'm thinking she'll call in with some kind of excuse. That's my opinion. Or my dad said I couldn't do it because it's degrading to women and some shit. We'll see.
Yeah.
I do have to throw a quick shout out. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do have to throw a quick shout out to everybody tuning in for the first time from the MMA News.com Facebook. A lot of people said they were going to be tuning in from there. So welcome everybody from there. We will get into MMA a little later in the show. We've got a lot of wrestling to talk, and that's priority number 1, 2, 3, and 4 tonight. But there is a lot of stuff about Brock Lesnar you might not know, so stay tuned. You might be interested.
A lot of stuff about who?
Brock Lesnar. Hey! Dun, 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 dun. Yes!
Yes! All right. So let's.
Producer hat on, folks.
Yeah.
Still there.
You like that, right?
I'm loving it.
Not bad.
McDonald's.
All right, so here we go. Let's get into it, man. We're gonna do them right in order. We're gonna talk WrestleMania first. Yeah, we can do the Hall of
quickly,
yeah.
5 minutes on it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take a commercial break about halfway through. We'll come back. We'll be taking your live phone calls. Let me do the plugs real quick. Hopefully we don't have any production errors. For some reason, Justin.TV shut down our stream. No idea why. They terminated our account, so we had to go and we had to change the embed code and all the codes that you guys use to play the show. So hopefully, we won't have any errors or production issues tonight.
Did you ever find out why?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. We've got, a brand new embed code and a brand new system that we have set up, so hopefully hopefully everything goes well. We've got feedback at WZROnline.com. There was no big boxing or anything like that this past weekend.
They're starting the build-up to Mayweather Cotto, the 24/7, very soon. Also Friday they start up the UFC primetime for John Jones and Rashad Evans.
Right.
So
right.
it's about to get going.
You can check out the official website of WZR Radio, WZROnline.com. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as well. Just go to WZROnline.com. The top navigation bar, just click the social media link up on the top, and or you can go to facebook.com/WZRArmy. Or just go to WZROnline.com and you guys can get all the details on that. If you're new to the show tonight, we're here every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 Eastern Time, WZROnline.com. By the way, WZROnline.com, let me just say this before we get into WrestleMania.
Are you trying to, like, break a Guinness Book of World Records?
No, wait a minute. I got to thank two people. Right?
Okay.
Well, a lot more than two people.
Me and who else?
You're one of them.
Oh, really?
Number one, it's not two people. It's a lot of people. Number one is you guys. Everybody that has supported WZROnline.com. I mean, the last week has been fucking crazy with news and rumors and everything else, and all you guys that I mean, WZROnline.com, we had record traffic yesterday, and as corny as this may sound, I love every single one of you guys for the
he means it too, believe me. I think it's corny, but the guy could not be, he's not sucking up, it's not a cheap pop, not cheap baby face. The guy's really crazy. I mean, the guy's probably on his deathbed right now, for all I know. The way he sounded earlier when I was talking to him, and he said, "No, I got to show up, man. It's too big tonight. I can't. Any other time, I would probably cancel for the first time ever. But you know what? I can't do it.
Seriously, I can't thank you guys enough. We had record traffic yesterday.
We're gonna break records tonight with the radio traffic.
I'm thinking so too, man. We're up there right now. It's pretty crazy. And then listen, in addition to you guys, because it's been nuts, man, for the past week. The guy on the other end of this fucking headset right now, Matt Boone, has been busting his ass with galleries and photos. If you guys go to WZROnline.com/photos, look.
Are you clapping your hands a lot as you're talking?
No, I got a lighter here. I'm fucking with my lighter. Can you hear that?
Oh, it sounds like you're smacking something, but all right.
I got my lighter. But go to WZROnline.com/photos and look how many fucking galleries have been up there over the past week, and every single one of those are from you, dude. So thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you. And everybody in the chat saying, "Oh, give Boone a raise." Let me just tell you, he took care of me. Believe me, he gave me a very healthy bonus. I'm very proud, or appreciative, I should say. And yeah, no raise. I'm overpaid first of all. I
sent you a bonus earlier today, man, just because of all the work and shit like that. So
absolutely. And like I said, I'm overpaid to begin with. So the fact that you even gave me a bonus to work hard is just a testament to how good of a guy you are. You're a great fucking boss, man.
I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. WrestleMania 28, dude.
If you're gonna say it, you gotta say it right.
WrestleMania. What'd you think, man? Top to bottom.
Great show.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Show.
It got off to a slow start, but the three matches that we thought were going to deliver, Jericho, Punk, Taker, and Triple H, and then the main event, all three of those matches really came through, dude. And going in on paper, you knew that those three matches were going to be, the top ones on the card,
Yeah, it was inevitable. I mean, you could tell on paper, and yeah, you could tell on paper. Punk, Jericho, they can't have a bad match. Triple H, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, Shawn Michaels ref.
No way.
They can't have. Undertaker could be 80. They're gonna book so many gimmicks and stuff to use for the storytelling. Like, I mean, 90% of that match was not like, oh wow, look at this move or look at this or that. It was like the facial reactions. It was they had everybody mic'd so you could hear them talking and pleading with each other. Stop it! You're gonna kill each other. It was very dramatic, I think is the right word. And then Cena Rock, I want to say, was it a 5-star match? Absolutely not. But Rock had a couple moments where he looked phenomenal, and the fact that the crowd was so red hot for it, you didn't even really pay attention to the work rate. You were just invested into the match itself and like, what's going to happen? Is Brock coming out? Is Cena going over? Is Rock going over? What's the crowd chanting right now? Like, there was so many things consuming your attention that you weren't like, oh, Cena, looked a little sloppy doing his leg drop off the top. It didn't matter.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It really didn't. They kicked it off, dude. Well, there was a dark match. We knew this going in. There was a dark match that aired before. We actually put the video.
Well, it's not dark if it was. I mean, it was a pre-show, so it wasn't. Dark means nobody sees it on TV or internet. So.
You know what, dude? I didn't see it though. You said that it was airing on the. I ordered the pay-per-view on the main TV.
It was a special free-for-all for the internet though to get you to buy the pay-per-view. When you order the pay-per-view, you just got the generic pre-show build-up shit, right?
Just got the.
This was to entice people to order the show last minute. So this was for YouTube, Facebook, and WWE.com.
Yeah, but for the people that threw down $55, the least you
you're
could do
absolutely right.
is put it up on the regular TV screen so that people like us could see it as well, man. But whatever, dude. Anyways, it was only for WWE.com, like you said, or YouTube.com/WWE, whatever it was.
Facebook, YouTube, all of them.
It was Primo and Epico against Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel against the Usos for the tag team titles. By the way, Epico.
Do you have our predictions from the WrestleMania special so we can?
I do. I have
okay,
them.
Good.
I have. I have mine. I don't.
I know mine.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'll remember them when we're going.
So I'll tell you what, dude. Epico came out today, and this is one of the things, dude, where these guys don't fucking learn, man. Where Epico and Primo, right, are the current WWE Tag Team Champions. Epico comes out on Twitter today and basically blasts WWE and says, WWE, they don't invest in their tag team division, blah, 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 blah. And he's right with what he's saying, but you can't come out and say that knowing that WWE management is probably going to see this. And
didn't they just have a big meeting about Twitter too? I mean, the guys, and especially because it's about to be spring cleaning time. They're about to make the cuts, and he's a guy that could very easily be cut, even if he didn't say anything. If you're going to go talk shit,
you mark my words. Mark my words. They drop the tag team titles in the next couple weeks, dude.
And he gets cut.
And he probably gets cut. If they drop the titles, yeah, why not, dude?
I'd say he seems like one of those names. We were talking about names. We were speculating, like who would they cut?
Right.
And he's easily one of those guys they would cut, just because of who he is. The fact that he's talking all this trash against, the creative direction of the company, like that's begging for a relief.
It's crazy. And people don't learn, dude. It happens all the time where these guys come out and then, there's backstage heat and they eventually wind up getting fired, this, that, and the other thing, dude. And it's like, come on, man, you got to learn. By the way, we've got over 100 people in the live chat room right now.
Second time ever.
Second time ever. WZR
Second
Online.
in a row as well.
WZROnline.com /chat. Once again, WZROnline.com /chat. This show and website gets bigger and bigger on a weekly basis, dude. It's awesome, man. It's crazy.
It's quite insane, man.
So they kicked it off, dude. The dark match. No new champions were crowned. Primo and Epico retained here. Justin Gabriel was injured during the match, and is going to be out for about 6 weeks.
We got photos of his injury on WZROnline.com as well. But also, I got to mention, that was like, all right. First, I watched every second and every minute and every hour of WrestleMania. 28,
right.
Beginning to end. Raw last night. Every second of every minute of every hour.
Attaboy.
Beginning to end. I didn't mute anything like I normally do and say, hey, Ryan, tell me when something cool happens. I sat here and I watched every second of both shows. And one thing I do have to point out, because I did that, is it's the first time I've seen the Usos entrance, and what the fuck is going on with that shit?
It is crazy, dude, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Good God, man. What'd you think? Here's the deal. They opened it up, right? Lillian Garcia came out and she sang "America the Beautiful."
Did
That
a
was
great job.
yeah, really great job. And then they had the airplanes. We told you that that was going to happen. You know, the F-16s or the F whatever they were flew over the top. That's always a cool moment. You know what I mean, dude? Where you have the airplanes fly over the top of the arena.
Yeah, and they had the pilots interviewed later on in the show too that actually flew over.
Right, right. And then they opened it up. We had told you on the Saturday show that they had been talking. They were going to open it up with one of the title matches, whether it be the WWE or the World Title. Or it was originally planned that it was going to be Chris Jericho and CM Punk to open the show.
Thank God they didn't go that route.
Right, right. And they opened up with the SmackDown title match, the World Title match with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
Wow. Man.
Well, you know what, dude? It was a way.
No, you know what? Just
no,
wow.
Listen. It was.
Come on, man.
Yo, listen. They wanted to kick off the pay-per-view in a hot way, right, dude? They wanted to get the crowd like, oh my God, dude, we just kicked off WrestleMania. Holy fuck, dude! 18 seconds and we've got a new new world champion. I didn't mind it. I minded
it.
Really?
And for one reason, and one major reason. When he came out and he was doing the yes thing, which, by the way, I finally caught a interview with Daniel Bryan himself. He did it with Brian Fritz, the guy from Between the Ropes Radio. It was it was after the press conference. They had one-on-ones with all the guys.
Right.
And he asked him where he got the yes thing from. He said, "Are you a Diego Sanchez fan? UFC fighter, Ultimate Fighter 1 winner." And he said, yeah, that's exactly where I got it from. That guy is nuts. He's like, I was watching him come down once. I was like, that guy is crazy. He's like, I could use that.
Right.
So, yeah, he finally admitted that's where he got it from, which I revealed to you guys like 3 weeks ago because I'm a big MMA enthusiast. So I was like, I know where that came from. You know, it's blatantly ripped off. It's the exact same thing Diego Sanchez does.
Right.
But Brian does it a lot better, I got to say. But the fact that back to my point, they had all those signs in the front row. All you could see, as far as the eyes could see, was yes signs. Everybody in the building, yes, 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 they're chanting. He's so hot. And then 18 seconds squash. Boom.
Yeah, but it was shock value, bro. It opened up the pay-per-view. They wanted to, first of all, Daniel Bryan, I never thought he was going to be world champion or WWE champion. I never thought he had a shot at becoming world champion, right? And they had him win Money in the Bank. He carried the Money in the Bank briefcase. He had a long run as champion. It's not like, you know, they put the title on him and then jobbed him out real quick. Actually, they did at some point last year. But he had a long run with the title, dude. I just didn't mind it, dude. I know it pissed a lot of people off, you know. And not only that, dude, but listen, Daniel Bryan, of course he's going to want to go out there and work a decent match at WrestleMania, you know, a 10, 15, 20-minute match, something like that. But I didn't mind it.
They had to make time for Brodus Clay to dance for 10 minutes like a buffoon.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't mind it, dude. I thought it kicked it off. You know, it kicked off the big show kind of hot, and we have a new world champion.
Yeah, no, I understand. You know, but I mean, if the crowd was, I mean, and I guess there's no way to anticipate that either. They wouldn't know that the yes thing would be the thing of the night. I mean, other people's matches are doing it. Throughout the whole night they're doing it. And, like, the fact that, and camera side, too, from the very far left to the very far right, every single person had a yes sign. And everybody was chanting it, and it was the thing, and it's becoming the thing even more and more. Like the way we grow every week, like you said, that chant is growing week after week, and last night was proof on Raw. But, you know, there's also shock value in Daniel Bryan squashing him. But I guess they had to get the title on Sheamus because he won the Rumble and everything like that. I just thought it was a damn shame, you know? Because that was Daniel Bryan's first WrestleMania match. It was Daniel Bryan and Sheamus last year as well. But I think that was a dark match.
Well, it was
non-title. And then this year, you know, like, all right, now we get a real match, world title. We're going to start the show off, the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And then Daniel Bryan just gets shit on. I mean, he got toileted. It was bad.
Right. John Laurinaitis was backstage with the Bella Twins and basically said, you know, they have a chance to make history tonight, kind of like when Hogan slammed Andre the Giant and blah, 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 blah. Then they showed 100 people who won a trip to WrestleMania, right? who were in the crowd, and then that led us into Randy Orton versus Kane. Pretty much a match that going into the pay-per-view, nobody gave a fuck about. You know what I mean? No, everybody could care less about this.
I gotta give a shout out to my buddy Chris Patarelli, listening from New York right now, my old roommate. So, you know Chris in Alberta.
I remember, yeah, I do remember that from.
Yeah, he lived across the street from us when we were on Dove Street. Actually, I think he moved out, but by that time, but you would come over and party with us sometimes.
Yeah, I do remember that on Dove Street.
Good friend of mine, man. Glad he's listening.
So what? We had Randy Orton. I don't even. What happened here?
Kane won with a chokeslam on the top. It was about a 10-minute match. Nothing special. Orton did not seem to be into it. Kane was kind of sloppy in spots. Not really a great match in my opinion. It was what it was. It was, it was a match.
They had.
I think the only reason Kane went over was because everybody knew Orton was going over.
Right.
And they're like, well, we got to surprise people in some matches because there's other matches that we can't. Like, they're not going to surprise us and have Triple H beat Undertaker. They're not going to surprise us and have Cena beat Rock. They're not going to surprise us and have Jericho beat. There had to be some surprises, and I guess they said, screw it, let's just switch the finish on that.
Well, you can't have all the faces win either. You know what I'm saying,
exactly,
dude?
Yeah.
So they had Kane go over, like you said. Kane with a choke slam off the top rope on Randy.
Middle rope. It was cool. It was a cool spot.
Then we had Santino Marella and Mick Foley were backstage. Mick Foley got himself on WrestleMania. He had said in recent weeks that he wanted to play a part in WrestleMania. He had originally talked about, being a part of Taker and the Triple H Taker match, and they never went about it. Kind of ignored him. And he wound up in a backstage segment. It was him and Santino and one of the guys from the Deadliest Catch, which is that fishing show or whatever, where they go out and they catch the lobsters or the crabs or whatever the hell they catch.
It was crabs there on Sunday night, but I mean, I have no reference. I don't know what the Deadliest Catch is, but it was. I mean, I know you're gonna say, and it was like a goofy little segment, and it was fine for what it was. I just hate seeing Mick Foley being so badly used. They're not utilizing it at all. I don't know why they even bother signing the guy if this is all he's going to do.
Well, the whole point of it was for Ron Simmons to come up and do the damn thing. You know what I mean?
To get Foley on the TV, to have a little funny segment, to plug the Deadliest Catch, and then, the Hall of Famer Ron Simmons gets to do his damn. And that got a big pop, too, so.
Yeah.
It was good for what it was,
Cody Rhodes and the Big Show for the IC title. You kind of knew going in, Big Show was going to be able to set that milestone if he were to win the match. I don't know. Big Show is Intercontinental Champion, dude. It just doesn't. It seems weird, bro. I don't know. Big Show's wife was in the front row. That's who he went over and gave a kiss to after it was over.
Damn near crying. He was overacting. But
right, and this only went about 5 minutes, dude. It was a quick match, and it ended with the corniest move, dude. That stupid knockout punch. You know what? It's bad. So
I mean, we're gonna have people chopping guys as a finish, before you know it soon.
Right. You had Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres against Maria Menounos and Kelly, dude. Here's the deal. I kept saying.
Skid mark.
I kept saying, what is it? Shard. I thought she fucking sharded in her pants, dude. And it was so, it was, it was so distracting when you were watching the match. And dude, listen, don't wear white, especially when you know you're gonna be out there with other divas who are gonna be wearing makeup. And
one of the spots is to do a stink face. Yeah, like if that's one of the spots, you're wearing white pants and you're gonna do it to a girl who has way too much foundation on her face. It's gonna be brown. It's gonna wipe off on your white pants, and you're gonna look like you shit yourself in front of 80,000 live and 1 million plus on TV. That's not good.
How distracting was that though when you're watching the match?
Her ass is distracting anyway, but the fact that there was a big brown stain on it just made it that much worse.
Dude, I thought she sharded all over herself, dude. Because she came out. She came out, bro. She came out, and it was like she was nervous or something. She wasn't all happy-go-lucky Maria Menounos. You know what I'm saying?
She had to work,
Yeah, I understand that, but she looked real nervous or something, or I don't know what it was, dude. It was just I don't know. And then they got
She
in
was
there.
also injured, by the way. She had something wrong with her ribs and something wrong with her foot, so she was nowhere near 100% going into that.
Right. And she's still doing. I actually have Dancing with the Stars on right now, dude. It's on the
Wow, I
TV.
just lost respect for you. Why is that on your TV?
Because I was watching Jeopardy before we came on the air here tonight, dude.
A little better, I guess.
It's on ABC, you know what I'm saying? And I just got ABC on in the background. So,
I
anyways.
thought you always had ESPN on. What are we doing over there at Jeopardy?
No, because I checked out the local news, the 5 o'clock news, and
Yeah, you're all about
I've had it
the
on
weather.
I've had it on ABC all night long. So anyways, so the Divas match, you knew that they were gonna go over here. Maria Menounos, and they're probably gonna do something on Extra later this week. You know, where they'll show highlights. I don't watch Extra TV. They may have already done something yesterday or today. But Maria Menounos, they go over. Kelly. They go over, and Maria got the pin with a quick roll up. Then they announced, I don't know if this was the official number, but they announced 78,363, which I don't believe is correct, because the last we had heard, it was around 63 or 64,000 tickets had been sold. And that would have meant, I mean, if they had 78,000, that would have been.
They didn't have 78,000.
They would have.
That's a bullshit number. They always lie to say they set the record.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll say, being generous, 68,000. Maybe we're actually in there because there's a billion comps they give and press boxes. But with the stage set up and the configuration of the arena, it's literally impossible to hold 70,000. So. Yeah. That's your clue right there that they're full of shit, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, no doubt.
They do it every year.
Not only that, but it would have been like a walk-up of like 15,000 people, you know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah.
And that's not...
Well, they didn't even actually sell out. I mean, there were still tickets available. Maybe not at the box office, but there was still tickets available.
Well, you could see, if you looked all the way up in the upper deck, man, you could see that there were tons of open seats all around the very top of the stadium, dude. If you look...
Well, I got an email from a couple people that said, and maybe that's where the seats were, where they were sitting in a section where some of the trees that they had around the ring was blocking the ring, so they had to watch the screens. And apparently everybody was really good about it that worked for the building, and they sent them to the concierge, and those people had them moved to a different section. So maybe that's why there was a big gaping empty section, because nobody could see anything out there.
We have 110 people in the live chat room right now. You can get there at www.WZROnline.com /chat, WZROnline.com/chat. And if you're new to the show and you like what you hear tonight, I'm not on my game tonight. I feel like shit tonight, but...
You're doing great, brother. Don't worry.
You think so, dude? I don't know.
I always have to point this out, because when we plug that chat number 110, that's how many people that's in the chat room. That's not even a fraction of what's listening, which isn't even a fraction of how many people are going to download this show. So it's big business, folks.
It is. Part of it. It is, man.
We're going to break the... let's announce our official attendance right now. I believe... What did WWE have? 78,000? We've got 79,000 people tuned in as we speak. We broke the record. We're bigger than WrestleMania, folks.
And we don't lie, folks. We don't lie. Nope, no lying
Straight
here.
from the shoulder.
So check it out. We're here every Tuesday night, guys, 8 to 10 Eastern time. So if you like what you hear, come back every Tuesday. You can find us the same way you found us tonight, with the live stream and the live chat room. It's a good time, man. Everybody gets along. Everybody chills in the chat. It's a good time. So come back.
Hour 2, we take your calls. We don't filter anything. You can say whatever you want. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Undertaker and Triple H, Hell in a Cell, man. It was good to see Jim Ross come out before the match. And God, man, you know, you had the one match where Jim Ross came out and called it. And good Lord, do you miss him? You know,
it made such a difference too. Like I wish he would have called Rock Cena as well, and and Punk Jericho for that matter. But if there was one match that he should have called, it's Hell in a Cell, because that's what he's known for.
Right.
I mean, some of the call, oh my God, he's dead, when Mick Foley went, and the unforgiving satanic structure. Like some of his more notable calls and sound bites over the years is Hell in the Cell stuff. And it's the end of an era, and JR was the announcer for that era, so it all made sense.
What how about the match itself, dude? I mean, they
Oh my
went
God.
it was near fall after near fall towards the end. Shawn Michaels did an awesome job with his facial expressions and everything else, you know.
Not so much near falls as it was trying to get Shawn to, Triple H was within 5-10 minutes of the match. Triple H, chaired the shit out of Taker and was begging Shawn to stop it or he will, this and that. And then, later in the match, it's the exact opposite. Undertaker telling Shawn, stop it, or I will to Triple H.
Right.
So it was a lot of that, not so much, near falls.
And there were a billion chair shots, dude, like you said.
Oh my God.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It was just crazy. They Taker streak continues. Hello, Jackie. We'll talk to you later on.
I lost it.
What are you gonna do, dude? Listen,
Actually, I didn't lose my prediction.
I don't.
I did change. You said I could change it for the prediction.
Yeah.
I had my senses on.
I don't think Taker streak ever ends. I mean, I don't see it ending. And if it does end, it's not gonna end to a guy like Triple H, dude. It would be somebody young like a Sheamus or a Wade Barrett
It's
or
not
somebody.
gonna end.
Yeah, probably not, dude.
I'm on board with you now. For the longest time, I thought, well, it's gotta end. It's just a matter of who he decides to give it to.
Yeah, but every year it comes back up again where Taker's got a match and everybody says, is it possible? Could it end? No, it's not gonna end. I say the same thing every fucking year, dude. It's not gonna end. And I feel like next year it's gonna come around, we're gonna have the same talk, and I'm gonna say it's not gonna end. Unless it's somebody like a Wade Barrett or a Sheamus or somebody like that, man. You know what I mean?
Even then, I don't see it. You got me sold. They're never ending it. I mean, and the reason every year we buy into it is because they have great angles, like Shawn Michaels putting his career up versus, it's believable that, holy shit, and especially the way the matches go. And last year with Triple H, I mean, everybody bit when he did the tombstone and folded Taker's arms and did the tongue out pin. Everybody thought that was it. And I guess the big spot on Sunday that you were supposed to think, holy shit, it might end right here, was Shawn Michaels finally healing, I don't know if you call it healing, but turning and not being a straight shooter down the middle referee. He super kicks Undertaker straight into a pedigree, straight into an immediate pin. 1, 2, 2.5 eye kicks. That was the one that you were supposed to be like, oh shit, here it is.
Right. They brought the Hall of Famers out on stage. They do that every year. That was cool, man. That's always cool when they bring the Hall of Famers out.
Well, let's real quick before you go to that. I know we got to be quick. Talk to finish though, which was I thought creative. It was kind of like Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, where Shawn says, "I'm sorry, I love you," super kicks and pins him. It was like the opposite. It was like Triple H realized, I've given him everything I can do. I can't beat him. He looked at him, said, suck it, did the cross chop, walked right into a sledgehammer, and that was that. So
right.
It was a cool little way to end it.
Flo Rida came out at some point, right? Or no, it was backstage. Flo Rida came out, and it was Heath Slater in the back, and
I love how people say Flo Rida. It's supposed to be the state of Florida split in two.
Right, exactly.
So Flo Rida.
I had no idea about that until my sister said something the other day.
Serious?
That
That's
Flo,
like you not knowing the five knuckle shuffle and jerking off.
that Flo Rida spells Florida. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. I had no idea, dude, up until that point.
He's from Florida. Wow.
No, did anybody else know that in the chat room?
Everybody knew it. You're really sick. He doesn't mean this, guys. He knew it.
Get the fuck out of here. How am I supposed to know that? Somebody says Flo Rida. The first
Have you ever
thing.
seen it written on paper? It's FLO dash and then capital RIDA. That spells Florida.
No, but somebody says Flow Rider, and the first thing that pops into my mind is Florida? No, dude.
Nobody says Flow Rider. They say Flow Rida, and if you see it written down, here, I'll type in your window right now.
Yeah.
And you
okay.
tell me what it looks
yeah,
like.
If you see it written down, no doubt, dude, you're gonna see.
Have you ever seen it written down? Like,
well,
look.
yeah, then it's gonna say Florida. You know what I'm saying? But whatever,
exactly.
dude. If you say it out loud, Flow Rida, nobody has any idea that it spells Florida. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. We got Team Johnny versus Team Teddy at Wrestle. Shut the fuck up. It's corny anyway. It's stupid. Who comes up with Flow Rider, dude? Who calls himself Flow Rider? Get the fuck out of here. Team Johnny versus...
Why don't you flow right into the next segment, you punk bitch?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
All right.
What, This was, they showed Alex Rodriguez and Tori Wilson at ringside. You knew John Laurinaitis was going to win here, dude. I mean, John Laurinaitis has got like the Vicky Guerrero heel heat, the Michael Cole heel heat, you know what I mean? So they make him, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Teddy Long now.
Your general manager
Yeah.
of both Raw and SmackDown, and we're going to make an epic moment tonight like when Hogan slammed Andre. This will be the night that I take over as general manager of both Raw and SmackDown.
You are good at that, dude. I'll give you that, man. You are good, man.
I can do a couple of
good. So we had Team Laurinaitis wins here, and then we'll skip over that. We had CM Punk and Chris Jericho for the WWE title. The original plan all along was for CM Punk to retain the WWE title here. There were never any plans, we learned yesterday, to have Chris Jericho win the title, even when the feud first began. We know Jericho signed a short-term contract extension with WWE, but that still doesn't change the fact that he's going on tour with Fozzy at some point this summer, which means he's probably, you know, he's going to be doing shows with Fozzy on weekends, which wouldn't allow him to work WWE house show events. And you need your WWE and World Champion on house shows. I mean, that's your headliner, that's your main event. And Chris Jericho wouldn't be able to appear at those live events, so it made sense to keep the title on CM Punk. What do you think of the?
I think they're going to have Jericho beating Punk in his hometown at Extreme Rules to win the title.
That's possible. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, and not all, but it'd be a short reign anyways, because like I said, Jericho's got that Fozzy tour coming up, and you need your WWE champion on house shows. So.
Well, you can bet your ass, and I don't want to spoil too much about Raw, that by the time WrestleMania rolls around next year, your WWE champion will be Brock Lesnar, and his opponent at WrestleMania will be The Rock.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar and The Rock.
Says he's going after. He has one more goal, and it's to get the title again. Brock and Rock is obviously going to be the match, and yeah, that's how he's getting. So there you go.
It'll be, you know, but Rock versus Brock will be the tagline for next year's WrestleMania 29. You know,
it sounds like a fucking monster movie, don't it? Brock versus Rock.
The Brock versus Cena match was probably going to happen. I don't know. I would say SummerSlam, possibly, right?
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, I hope they don't oversaturate Lesnar. I hope they don't use him too many. I know he's what, two shows a month, or am I saying that right?
Right. It'll be over the course of the next year. He signed a 1-year deal with WWE through next year's WrestleMania. So over the course of the next year, he's going to work 30 to 35 dates. Which, you know, I mean, they're not going to overuse him with that amount of dates. He won't be overused. But it's 30 to 35 appearances over the course of the next year, and that includes next year's WrestleMania. So hopefully, you know, they're probably going to do a pay-per-view. Now, obviously, they're going to do something with John Cena. You're going to have Brock versus Cena in a rematch from SummerSlam a couple years ago. And then you would probably have Rock versus Brock at WrestleMania 29 coming up, you know, next year. So we'll see what happens. And then speaking of The Rock, right?
Well,
John
CM Punk Jericho, we never actually finished that match. I actually think this was an underappreciated match. I thought it was a great match.
Really good match, dude. Great
Great
match.
finish. Yeah, it was a little slow getting started, but by the time they got to the finish, it was hot.
Punk won clean with the Anaconda Vice, and they teased over and over and over, is Jericho going to tap, and at one point was CM Punk going to tap, and it just went back and forth.
back and forth with the submission.
Yeah, a lot of near falls and near finishes and things like that. Just an awesome match.
That was to emphasize who's the best wrestler in the world. They're doing wrestling holds.
Right.
See who wins.
Exactly. And then the main event, you had Diddy. Diddy came out. That was kind of a surprise that nobody cared about. You know what I mean?
Cared.
He brought out his guy, Machine Gun Kelly, who is signed to, you know, his record label. So he introduced him. MGK got booed out of the building.
Big time.
And he did the, you know, the official theme song for WrestleMania, and then that brought out John Cena. And then Flo Rida, Florida,
Well, he also cut a promo before putting over Cena and saying Rock is the biggest ego monster. He's in Miami.
Right.
Telling everybody that The Rock is the biggest. So,
I
mean, bad move, brother. You know?
We
got to perform with a Cena video package behind you. They're booing the shit out of that, and he's probably like, why do they hate me so much? You know, if he's not a wrestling fan. And then when he says that, that's just digging your own grave, man.
Flo Rida came out with all the dancing girls and things like that. I mean, that was cool with when all the ladies.
We also had the dancing earlier with Brodus Clay.
Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot about
that. Was cool. They had all the chicks with the big fat asses doing a big thing. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I hear it getting a lot of flack. I thought it was like a fun little break from the action.
It was right before the main event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the main event, dude, John Cena versus The Rock for the for nothing. Just John Cena versus The Rock. I thought it delivered, man. You know what I mean? You could have had any of the three main events, right? Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Triple H versus The Undertaker. You don't want a main event with Triple H and The Undertaker. You've already done that in years past, right? So we've already seen that at WrestleMania. So you knew, and not only that, but with a 1 year build.
Match in 7 years. Rock Cena, era versus era. It was so obviously the main event.
Of course. And I thought they delivered. You know what I mean? The crowd was into it. The crowd loved it. And both guys. I mean, for a guy like The Rock who hadn't. A guy like The Rock who hadn't been in the ring in years and years and years.
7 years. Singles match, yeah.
And he had been training with Kurt Hawkins and I forget who the other guy was, but he'd been training and there wasn't much ring rust. You know what I mean? And it's not
wasn't much ring rust. Let's put it this way: Rock, not working in 7, 8 years,
right?
Is a better worker than John Cena, who works every night.
That's what I was saying, dude. When you were watching the match, you're like, God damn, dude, The Rock.
I mean, he had that spot where he did a couple arm drags and a couple other things real quick against the ropes, and then he did that cool little wrap him up, roll up kind of pin attempt, and like the fans immediately started chanting, "You still got it!" And I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, that shit was awesome just now. The Rock is the man. He ain't been in the ring 7, 8 years for a match, and
that was on
Cena, which isn't saying a lot.
Well,
Cena's,
on Raw last night they did the like you said the "You Still Got It" chants on Raw, which was
big time,
awesome. Yeah, which was awesome to see. So I thought, like you said, dude, Rock outshined Cena in the WrestleMania 28 main event. So it was good stuff.
And then the finish came there where they tried to do the thing like with Triple H doing the pedigree last year, or the tombstone last year, and the super kick into the pedigree this year, where you bought the finish, even though it was a false finish, where I forget the setup, but Cena caught The Rock and then picked him up. I think it was Rock went for a body, like a splash off the top. Mm-hmm. They rolled through, and then Cena from his back stood up with The Rock in his arms like a child, threw him up on his shoulders, attitude adjustment, 1, 2, kick out. Rock bottom, people's elbow, peace.
It was a great way to end it. And then, like we said, they were shooting pyro off from a field outside the arena. That was cool throughout the night. They did it a couple different times with pyro.
Well, got a good entrance with that, yeah.
Yeah, Triple H had it as well when he came to the ring.
They botched his entrance.
I saw that, dude, and the camera panned away to the live crowd, right?
I mean, it was like a production thing with the cameras and stuff. Like, it wasn't for the live crowd they botched it. Like, there wasn't nothing in the stage that went wrong, but like the screen, for me at least, started turning like purple and shit.
Right.
And then they immediately panned to the crowd, and you missed him coming out of his big dragon's mouth, whatever the hell that thing was, which was like the whole cool part of his entrance. But still, it was a badass entrance.
Now, as far as Brock, okay, Brock not appearing at WrestleMania. I mean, listen, it would have been a cool moment, right, to see Brock, show up. A memorable moment. But here's WWE's way of thinking of it. You don't want to overshadow the main event and everything else that happened on WrestleMania, right?
No.
You don't
want to send the fans home happy with the feel-good finish.
Exactly. And you don't want to overshadow...
All right, buddy?
Actually, I'm not, dude.
Get some tea over there, some coffee. What do we got, man?
Oh, man, I've got...
Horrible. We got an hour to go. We can make it, right?
Yeah, no, we'll be all right. I got
yeah, we can make it.
I got water here, man.
My man's on his deathbed doing a radio show.
I'm gonna go get some coffee during the break too. But I mean, here's the deal: you don't want to overshadow everything that happened on WrestleMania, right? And not only that, but think about it this way: the following night on Monday Night Raw, it's pretty much your biggest Raw of the year, right? And they know that you're probably going to pop a pretty decent rating, and they did. They drew a 3.4 up from a 3.0 last week. I mean, they went up almost a half a fucking point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is about what, like 1 million viewers. I mean, yeah. So and that's expected. Plus, they were going up against the Kansas Kentucky game last night.
You're right.
That's stiff competition for that demographic.
Yeah, the NCAA championship, which was I forgot all about that. But you know, to bring Brock back on a Raw like last night, man, I thought that was the place to do it, man. Raw was the place to do it. Of course, it would have been a really cool moment to see Brock come out at WrestleMania 28, dude. But it just seemed like last night was the place to do it. You didn't overshadow anything that happened at WrestleMania. And not only that, but coming off WrestleMania, now you got people interested, man. You got people saying, holy shit, Brock Lesnar's back in WWE. What the hell is going to happen next week when Brock is there and you're going to have Cena and Brock on Monday Night Raw next week? And hopefully you can carry the rating from last night over to next week. And I would guess that they're going to announce the main event of WrestleMania soon, you would think? Do they want another...
I don't think so. I think they're going to go with the Brock Cena thing for now.
Right.
And then, I don't know, whenever the hell The Rock comes back for some kind of appearance, or Brock challenges him, and then maybe Rock eventually comes back to answer the challenge. I don't want to speculate, but...
Right.
My money's on Brock versus Rock at WrestleMania. And I mean, unless they do the Brock Taker thing, which personally... I would rather them do Brock Taker.
Yeah, Brock Taker? Yeah. Because you're building off the legit heat from the UFC.
Legit heat, that cool video that they can easily buy the rights to. Plus, the Undertaker streak versus the baddest man on the planet from the UFC who is finally back, and he's not going to lose his first match back or his first WrestleMania back, but he's going to have to if it's against the Undertaker. You know what I mean? And then. It's just a lot. It's a lot more intriguing.
I'm not doing all right tonight, man. I feel
you're
like
doing fine. Other than your coughing fit the last few minutes, you're doing. It's not even noticeable.
Yeah, all right, dude.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Fine.
All right,
Pep, you're doing good.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We are going to take a quick commercial break. Actually, it's about 7 minutes long. I'm gonna play John Cena's promo from last night, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about the Cena promo. I'm gonna go get some coffee. We'll talk about Brock Lesnar's return to WWE last night, and we'll run down Monday Night Raw. We're also We're going to take your live phone calls as well.
Jackie.
Hopefully Jackie will call up. Hour 2 is always more entertaining because we get you guys involved. We're going to do rapid fire. I am going to put that up right now. Boone, plug that for me real quick.
Everybody head over to www. Like I said, that www. My radio voice. www.facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Once you get there, should be the top post. You'll see a little thing that says submit your rapid fire questions or comments for tonight's WZR broadcast. What we want from you, quick one-liner, question, comment, feedback, anything you want us to address live on the air. We're going to do it in snappy, rapid fire fashion. That's why we call it rapid fire. Rapid fire WZR. Check it out, Facebook.com/Ryan Clark.
And don't do this whole paragraph type thing. Just do one-liners.
So
yeah,
don't bother.
Just a one-line thing, and then we'll try to get to them as many as we can. At some point in hour number 2, live phone calls as well. We're going to a quick commercial break. Here's the John Cena promo from Monday Night Raw from last night. You're listening to WZR Radio with Matt Boone and Ryan Clark. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. WZR Radio here for our numero dos. We're going to be talking Monday Night Raw. Let us run down. Ow. I got a fucking something. My neck, dude.
Something bit me.
Something bit my neck, dude. Fuck. It's like a sharp pain going through. I'm just a mess today, dude. I'm
falling apart, man.
I'm falling apart, dude. It's taking its toll. You know what I'm saying, dude? No sleep over the last couple days. You know.
Kiss my ass on that one. I didn't sleep one wink last night.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. The past week has been unbelievable. And once again, guys, thank you so much for all the support of the website WZROnline.com. We had record traffic. I can't thank you guys enough. It's just fucking awesome.
How did the server hold up, by the way?
It was fine. Yesterday we had very little problems, dude. Very little problems, even for
though, you know.
even for WrestleMania. You know, the rush last night was when Lesnar returned. We had some trouble with that, and then WrestleMania, you know, the initial rush right after the pay-per-view ended, we had a little trouble, but we got it back up within, you know, 10, 15
exactly.
minutes.
Usually when you get a rush that big, you're down for an hour, 2 hours, all night long till you get up in the morning. Like, it's usually brutal.
No, we didn't have very many issues, dude. By the way, guys, we just updated our live WWE NXT Superstars and SmackDown spoiler coverage.
Oh shit, I gotta do that stuff.
You can go to WZROnline.com. It's the second post down right now. They're already done with NXT, they're already done with Superstars, and they've already taped the first couple segments of SmackDown. So go to WZROnline.com for
the handicap match. They've had 2 matches already on SmackDown that I've got.
The opening segment and 2 matches, right. WZROnline.com, the second post down, guys. You can go over there and check it out. Let's get into Monday Night Raw from last night. Remember that guy that called last week? I think he's calling over and over again. Yeah.
The Boston guy? No, I've got my buddies calling, and I told him to keep calling because...
Is it area code 315 or what?
I have no idea what his area code is.
Should
I should because it's in my phone.
I'll take it. We'll just take one call. This is the only one. Then we're gonna run down Monday Night Raw from last night, and then we'll take your live phone calls here in just a little bit. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
What's going on, Ryan and Matt?
There he is. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, guys?
What up?
Enjoying your show tonight, man. I'm not too big of a wrestler fan, but I've watched a little bit of UFC and stuff, you know.
What do you think about Brock Lesnar going back to wrestling, man? Can you fucking believe it?
No, not really. And the whole The Rock thing and everything, you know, both of them got into the whole movie thing, and so now they're a little bit bigger than they probably were when they were just wrestling. So.
Absolutely, yeah. They're celebrities that can wrestle, which is good, you know.
Exactly, and I'm sure that helps the ratings and the ticket sales and all that stuff, you know.
Definitely, man, definitely.
But on a different subject, this whole Flow Rider thing. I can't help it. I was sitting here rolling. I about had tears in my eyes listening to that.
Ah, come on, dude. Come on, man. I had no fucking idea. Right. Yo, come on, bro. Come on.
I know, but common sense, just look at the name, man. Come on now.
I know.
Man, Chris isn't the sharpest tool in the shed either.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift. And even
listen.
He got it, you know.
Yo, listen, though. If you write it down, and if I were to see it on a piece of paper, of course it's going to say fucking Florida. No doubt about it. But if you say it, okay, it doesn't automatically ring out, yo, Florida. Flow Rider? It doesn't sound like Florida. It doesn't, you know what I mean, dude? But if I saw it written down, no doubt.
I got you. Like the first time I ever heard it ain't like the first thing that popped in my head or anything. But
yeah,
it's funny as hell, though.
You're both a couple of idiots. It's come on, guys.
Shut up, dude. All
right, Chris.
But I'm definitely enjoying the show, man, and I'm going to stay listening. Y'all fucking be easy, man.
All right, buddy.
Brother. Be good.
All right, dude. All right, here we go.
That's a decent caller for somebody who doesn't know shit about wrestling.
No, he's cool, man. I remember him from back in the day, man. The Dove Street
days. Yeah, we partied with him. He's a good guy. One of my best buddies.
No doubt. He lives in Florida now, or he's still living?
No, he did. He was my roommate down here, and then he got in some legal trouble. He had to go back to New York, so yeah, he's back in New York now. He's up your way.
Gotcha. Guys, get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. Get there. We've got over 100 people. We're setting record numbers tonight, man.
Speaking of people in the chat, Rehand the Game says, yeah, he lives in Florida. Talking about Chris.
He lives in Florida. Yeah, get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
You ain't
Get
gonna live that
out.
one down. That's gonna be your Facebook feedback tonight.
Yeah, I know. The whole Florida thing is gonna fuck with me. Get out of here. You guys are assholes. So anyways, so Monday Night Raw from last night, man. John Laurinaitis and David Otunga, right? They kick off the show, and
Ooh, that's a good one. Kincaid in the chat says, I live in Diana. In Diana.
in Diana. There
Well,
you
what's that
go.
state?
Indiana, dude.
There
Blah,
you
blah,
go.
blah,
You
blah.
heard that one the first time. We got it.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You
the
guys-
Army's creative, man. I like that one. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Raw.
All right, so Rock comes out, right? And he opens up the show. He cuts a promo. He basically says, years ago, he got kicked out of the CFL, the Canadian Football League, and you really got to suck at football to be kicked out of the CFL. He says he wants
he's
to...
gonna get heat next time he goes to Canada, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. He says...
Especially if it's Calgary.
He says he just wants to basically come out here and thank John Cena for the match that he had last night, and it was a good promo, man. It was a good promo from The Rock to kick off the
Great
show.
promo.
Basically,
Good goodbye kind of thing.
yeah, basically a thank you for last night. They've had backstage heat, blah 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 between each other, but they went out there and they put on a great match.
Yeah, and the tease for the future was I have a goal that I've got to achieve one more time, and that's to once again be the WWE champion. So that got a big pop from the crowd. So we know he's wrestling again. We don't know when. It'll probably be WrestleMania, maybe even before then. Who knows? But he's definitely going to be in some kind of a title match within the next 365 days.
Let me say something real quick. Irish Heel in the live chat room. He asked about Batista returning to WWE. For those of you that listened to our Saturday show, and I saw people commenting today about how we were wrong. We said Batista
You
was.
made it very clear.
Yeah.
I disagreed.
I
I
said
I thought Batista would be on the show.
I said, dude,
you were like,
we
dude,
said,
no, I know for a fact.
Hold
from
on
my
a minute.
friends
Hold
that,
on
yeah,
a minute. Hold on a minute. I mean,
No.
it was we said, okay, over the weekend, we never said that Batista was returning to WWE. We never said that. He was scheduled. We said that Batista has arrived in Miami, Florida. And he had. He was in Miami, Florida. Why was he there? He was there to attend a triathlon, something for St. Jude's or something like that. But it
Children's
was a children's hospital. It was for a benefit type thing. And the fact that he was in Miami, Florida, it got rumors of, wow, is Batista there in addition to the triathlon?
Well, the real thing that got it sparked was that he had WWE transportation from the airport.
Right.
And that was like, oh, he's got to be coming back then.
Right.
Which even I bought. I didn't say he was coming back, but I was like, if I was a betting man, I bet he would appear. It's like, even if he's in the crowd, I said, I bet he appears on camera, and I was wrong. And you were telling me I was wrong while I was saying it. So you were never.
No, and Ryan WWE in the chat room, that's not correct. We reported. I mean, I didn't listen. We never said confirmed Batista appearing at WrestleMania. We never even said that with Brock Lesnar because we didn't have it confirmed. Did we hint at it? Yeah, sure we hinted at it.
We hinted at it on Tuesday, and then on the Saturday special, we pretty much told you expect Lesnar, if not WrestleMania, definitely on Raw.
Somebody asked me on Saturday if I had to choose, Batista or Brock. I said I don't really think we're gonna see Batista, but Brock, that's a different story. I think that there's a better chance that Brock, but we never confirmed that Batista was gonna be there, and it doesn't look like he's gonna return to WWE, at least not in the near future.
Yeah, not yet.
But he was in Miami, Florida, and that's basically what we reported. That Batista was in Miami, Florida, and that was it.
Well, he's still doing that Riddick promotion for that movie Riddick or whatever, and that's one of his bigger roles he's ever had. So he's got to finish that up before he goes running around on the road with WWE.
That's part of the reason that a lot of times when we report things like that, I mean, people automatically assume, oh my God, they just posted it, it's confirmed, and
they look at the headline and they just assume shit. I don't even think they read it sometimes.
Right. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But we never confirmed that Batista was coming back to WWE. So I don't know where that rumor even got started, man. It was just like you said, people reading the headline, and All right, Monday Night Raw. Back to Raw. Santino defeated Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler in a three-way. We had Lord Tenzai right? Came out and was basically in a squash match against Alex Riley. That's the former A-Train, Matthew Bloom.
Prince Albert. Poor bastard Alex Riley, though, man. That guy, a year ago, he had promised to be like a breakout star, and now he's jobbing for new guys and shit. Like, wow. And squash at that.
It was crazy. Alex Riley, I thought, was a guy that had all the potential in the world, and he still does. It's just a matter of putting him in the right storyline. And I think this guy could be, the next big thing in WWE.
He's got the look.
I compare him to The Miz.
I've never heard him cut a promo, though. Can he talk?
He's a great talker, man. I compare him. Remember years ago I said The Miz, dude. The Miz is the next big thing. I'm telling you, Alex Riley.
I'll go back even further than that. You were telling me Edge, when he was first breaking out as a legit singles guy instead of a goofy sideshow mid-carder. You're like, dude, I'm telling you, Edge. And now look at this. He's in the Hall of Fame. And I'm telling you, you're wrong. I'm like, dude, Edge will never be a main eventer. And you're like, I'm telling you, man. You know, you got a good eye for talent. And now your new guy, I think, is Dolph Ziggler. And I'm hearing everybody saying the same thing you're saying. Like, he's going to be a breakout star in the next 5 years. So.
Dolph Ziggler or Alex Riley's right there, man. It's just you got to give him something. You got to give him something and see if he can run with it. You know what I mean? And right now,
Zack Ryder could be in there. You know.
Right? You never know. You never know. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I just got a tip from my buddy Mark. Mark Middleton, Ryback. What's his name? Skip Sheffield from NXT just debuted at the WWE SmackDown taping. Little spoiler for you. In a squash match, defeated a jobber. So there you go. What else happened on Raw, dude? You had a Mark Henry defeated CM Punk. This ended by a count out. Sheamus came out, right? And this is where Alberto.
Wait, are you gonna gloss over the whole Jericho and the liquor and all that?
I'm trying to get,
you were just talking about Henry CM Punk. That's where it happened after the match, right?
Yeah, right after this match. It was Sheamus. Sheamus came out, and then Alberto Del Rio returned. I thought the CM Punk Jericho stuff was. Yeah, no, it's right here. It's right here, right?
No, no. Wait, no. After Punk got counted out, Jericho came out.
Right.
And then he got on the mic, talked shit about him being a drunk and his sister's family. Poured the liquor on him. Then he broke the bottle, which I think he broke it on the ring post. That's why it shattered.
It was already broke.
That,
it was already broke before he hit before he hit Punk with it, dude. I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? As soon as he hit him, the glass or the bottle was already broke. Did you notice that?
I noticed. I think it was the camera angle and that he broke it off the post, which Punk conveniently was laying right next to. That's what I saw.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
That was a really good segment, man, with Jericho.
I liked it, yeah. Now we go to Sheamus and Del Rio.
That storyline's going to continue, by the way. The CM Punk Chris Jericho feud. We reported that a couple weeks back. Obviously, that storyline's going to continue. I'm sure they're going to do a rematch of some sorts, maybe with a stipulation. There was talk about doing a ladder match between those two at Extreme Rules, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. That'd be an awesome match, dude. Punk and Jericho in a ladder match. Oh man.
Well, that was the other thing we forgot to mention about WrestleMania. Right when Team Johnny won, as Punk was walking to the ring, he made a stipulation where if he gets disqualified, he loses the title. So of course Jericho used that during the match while screaming in his face, your sister's drunk, hit me with a chair, you're like trying to encourage him to get disqualified so he lose the title, which made everybody think, oh, well, that's how it's going to end, and it never did.
So you had Sheamus came out on Raw. He was interrupted by Ricardo Rodriguez. That brought out Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio!
I was wondering if you're going to be able to roll the tongue. No doubt.
I can roll the tongue.
Yeah. I can't do it, dude.
Girls love it.
I can't do it. That was awesome. Give me the roll the tongue one more time.
Alberto Del Rio!
Yes, that's a hidden talent that Matt Boone's got right there. Not bad, brother. Not bad at all.
Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude. You got a bonus earlier today. That's enough for you, dude.
By the way, also during this segment, they started doing the yes shit, and then when Del Rio was talking, they were going
Yeah,
See.
that
Now,
was
do you
awesome.
remember me telling you? I said, what if they go to Mexico? I wonder if all the Mexican fans would chant CCC.
Right.
And then 2 minutes later, they started doing it. I'm like, see?
There are.
See?
See,
I see, said the blind man. See?
Miami's got a lot of Mexicans. Remember when we went down to Hollywood,
Cubans,
Florida?
Puerto Ricans, a lot of Spanish.
Yeah, a lot of Spanish people down there in Miami. It's the same thing in Texas and in Southern California as well. Same thing.
Yep.
What else happened? We had
Cody Rhodes and Kofi Kingston was up next, and
we had a
Big Show came out and mocked Cody Rhodes with an embarrassing Cody Rhodes WrestleMania moment, the way Cody Rhodes had been doing to him, but
right.
Anyways, yeah, Kingston ended up winning that after Big Show distracted him, I believe.
Trouble in Paradise. Kofi Kingston hit the Trouble in Paradise. They did a backstage segment. It was Mark Henry and Abraham Washington.
I missed this. I don't know how, but I went to the store. That's right.
It looks like Abraham Washington's going to be a mouthpiece or some type of manager for Mark Henry here in the coming weeks. Eve Torres came out, basically cut a heel promo. Says, she manipulated Zack Ryder. Blah 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 blah. The Miz, speaking of Zack Ryder, The Miz defeated Zack Ryder. And then the final segment, dude, to close out Raw, you had John Cena come out, and you guys
that
just
was the promo you just played during the commercial, right?
Right. During the commercial break, we played that promo for you guys, and towards the end of the promo, he basically said, "I want The Rock to come out right now, and let's just move on."
That and the other thing before he started calling The Rock out was he was trying to talk, and the fans just started doing the yes chant over him so much to the point where he had to acknowledge it.
Dude, you know what else, dude? And listen to this. I mean, people say, the internet doesn't mean very much. You had the whole crowd during the John Cena promo, the whole crowd,
chanting Lesnar, yeah.
They chanted Lesnar, dude. And that all stems, you said it last night, dude, that all stems from what? An internet rumor.
Yeah.
An internet rumor.
And the other thing, it's off topic, but it's related. And I just thought about this recently, how they always put down, we don't care what the internet wants, they only represent a small fraction of the audience, blah, 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 but yet they're more concerned with their Twitter trendings than fucking pay-per-view buys or ratings, and guess where Twitter is based off of?
Right.
Internet, you dumb fucking idiots. Why don't you just embrace the internet altogether? Oh, we like this part of the internet, but these guys, nobody cares what they say. Are you retarded?
Yeah, no. Are
you a dumb person? Like,
well,
come on, guys.
They don't like dirt sheets. You know what I mean? They don't
like to admit that sometimes we fucking know what the hell we're talking about, and we might, know what the fans want because we're, interacting with them on a daily basis.
The Lesnar thing really fucked with them last night. I mean, when the crowd was chanting last night, Lesnar, we want Lesnar, we want Lesnar.
There were signs and everything.
I just kept thinking Vince McMahon has got to be backstage right now, just saying, "You motherfuckers, you fucking dirt sheets."
I know,
you know what I mean?
Hiding them backstage in a car, in the parking lot in the car, and everybody's already knowing it. The whole damn arena knows it. Everybody watching on TV's waiting for it.
Oh, dude, he had to be. Oh my God, I could just picture what he was thinking, dude, when the crowd was chanting that last night.
When that music hit, though, man, that pop was enormous.
Wasn't it?
Insane. I wish. There you go. Yes. 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 Yes.
I can try to get the pop up. I don't know if it's going to come through on the live stream, but
it'll sound like shit. But
you think
it'll be distorted. Yeah, it'll definitely go. So you can't play crowd noises.
Listen, let me try it real quick. Let me try it.
Good. I'm gonna forget my point now.
Go ahead. Make your point, and then I'm gonna try to play the pop.
Well, I think I forgot my point after all that.
Well, it had something to do with the pop, right? The massive pop that he got.
No. I was thinking about something else, and then you started talking about a pop.
Oh, well, here we go. Check it out. Let's see if we can't get this to play. You ready?
Yes.
Right now. Listen.
Yeah, that came through.
Wow.
He grows too. Yeah, that's a badass man.
Watch when he comes out on stage. Right there. He twitches, bro, when he comes out on stage. It's like, holy.
They got even louder when he got in the ring, too. Like, when he first put his foot on the fucking ring apron, they blew up again. It was crazy, man. They love it.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts, dude. It really was, dude. And it was awesome. I mean, a lot of us knew that it was coming last night, or at least we had it rumored, and we put that up on the website. Like we said, it's a 1-year deal with WWE.
Yeah, we knew he signed the deal, so it was just a matter of when they wanted to debut him. And obviously, you got to capitalize on the big post WrestleMania ratings. So.
Exactly. Well, what do you say? You want to open it up for live phone calls? We'll take your live thoughts on WrestleMania Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that was going to be my point.
What's up?
I'm sorry. Anybody that was at Raw last night, if you're listening, please call in, because I'm very curious to see the comparison of the pop that The Rock got versus Brock Lesnar, or if anybody else, like the Daniel Bryan pop after the show in the dark match, or when they did the interview with him backstage where he didn't talk. Like, what was the loudest pop, and how much louder was this one than that one? I'm very curious.
I think Brock Lesnar's pop last night may have been one of the loudest pops in the history of WWE, man, and I mean that, dude. I mean,
it was a guttural, yeah. It was. I mean, I don't know if it was the loudest ever. I mean, come on, bro. You were at some of the.
No, I didn't say loudest ever, but it was one of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking. You've been to what, 20 Attitude Era shows where the glass would break and all that would come out. I mean, those were just insane.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, I would rank Brock right up there with, you know, back in those days with, you know, Austin and Rock back in the day.
Triple H's comeback after quadricep surgery was insane.
Right. Caller, you are live on WZR Radio. What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good. I was at Raw last night.
Ah, there you go, Boone. He was
perfect. All right, now give me the order of pops. I want to know Brock Lesnar, The Rock, Daniel Bryan, and throw in CM Punk. Well, like, rank them.
Well, Brock Lesnar totally like blew rocks out of the water if you were there.
Wow.
Well, you could tell, you know, just by watching Raw. I mean, I'm telling you,
I don't know, man. Rock's pop was enormous when he came out and when he left too. And some of the stuff while he was talking was insanely loud. I wasn't sure if they were like.
It wasn't close. Like, I think a lot of people were expecting The Rock to come out, and then when Brock came out, like the people that were in front of us, just everybody went apeshit, and then everybody started to just chant, "Holy shit, holy shit!"
Yeah, that's right.
Around the ring, and like he actually looked like, I was telling my friend, he actually looked pissed off when he came out. Like, he actually did not like John Cena, and like you were actually scared, like, for him when you saw him walking out, and we see John Cena in the ring clapping like he thinks Brock is going to come out and shake his hand and be friends, and then it's just like, it was a massive pop. Like, I couldn't talk or anything. And then The Rock's was good. Daniel Bryan got huge pops too, but Brock's by far was like crazy. Like, the roof, it was vibrating. It was nuts.
You made a great point in that, like, they knew The Rock was there, they knew Daniel Bryan. Like, the surprise plus the fact that it was Brock mixed together was, and you know, to close the show. So that makes sense too. And then I agree with you. He had that look on his face like he wanted to kill him. So it was very well done. I loved the whole thing.
Did you go to WrestleMania or no?
No, we couldn't get the tickets last minute, so we just hit up Raw and went there. But it was definitely like worth it. It was you know.
Seemed like a fun crowd to be in, brother. That crowd was hot all night long.
It was nuts. Like, there wasn't like a dull moment. Like, even for the dumb shit, everybody was just like hyped. And then Brock, like, when he came out, like, and just walked around the ring, we were actually pretty close. We had good seats. But it was nuts. And then too, after he gave him the F5 and like he kicked his hat, like he was actually just like pissed. Like,
that's right, he did.
See it up close, like he kicked his hat, like fuck this shit.
Like fuck you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like he was actually like pissed off, and when he was, you know, he's huge. Like, we saw him, and he was like crazy big, but it was, and Cena just got shit like all over, like everybody just started chanting, and like the poor guy, you almost felt bad, like you need to not rise above the hate anymore because you just got shit on like so much. It was bad.
All right, thanks for the call, buddy. I appreciate it, guys. You can call us up. It's 518-712-3070. 518-712-3070. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just had a quick question about Taker, and a lot of people were speculating that, you know, he's going to retire maybe next year. You know, everybody's saying 20-0 at WrestleMania, but I mean, I've been a huge Taker mark for, you know, almost 20 years, and I was saying, what is the possibility of him going out at Survivor Series? Because, I mean, ever since the beginning of his career, everybody's talked about Survivor Series, 1990, you know, all that stuff. Do you guys, when Taker finally, you know, calls it quits, do you guys see him going out at the Survivor Series paper?
No, it's got to be WrestleMania. It's his last match.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, I know he debuted with Brother Love at Survivor Series, or was it $1 Million Man? One or the other. It doesn't matter. His last match is WrestleMania.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Last match will be WrestleMania. I mean, he brings up a good point with Survivor Series and everything else, but I mean...
Yeah, it was a surprise debut on the $1 Million team, and then Brother Love was his manager, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it doesn't get bigger than WrestleMania, and of course, I mean, every year that comes around, you know, 19-0, 20-0, 21-0, you know, next year it'll be 21-0 or whatever it is. You know, it doesn't get bigger than WrestleMania. I mean, 80,000 people, 70,000 people. That's where
That's his show at this point. I mean, it's become it's the Undertaker show every year, and it's just like, all right, what's the other main event other than the Undertaker? He's guaranteed main event, even if he's the second match on the card. You know.
Right. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. No, I was calling. I was wondering if you guys knew if Brock was scheduled to be there this Monday, you know, at DC, because I'm gonna be there live. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I would assume so, right, Boone?
I didn't hear him.
He wants to know if Brock's going to be on Raw next Monday. I don't see how they couldn't have Brock. I mean, they've got to follow it up.
They could skip a week. I mean, when's the next pay-per-view? How long do we have?
April 29th, I think it is.
Okay, because he's only working two TVs a month, right? So I mean, they've already done one.
Yeah,
but they've got the whole month to go.
Yeah, but they can take them off, man. They can take them off for a couple months at a time and then bring them back. You know, it's not gonna. They don't need. I mean, they can spread that out over the course of a year. I know it's only 30 to 35 dates, but I would expect Brock Lesnar to be on Raw next week. I mean, they've got to follow it up. And not only that, but you're coming off WrestleMania. You're coming off, you know, his return on Raw. And John Cena's gonna have to. I would say next week we're gonna hear Brock speak. Why?
I hope they bring Paul Heyman in for him. I really do.
Why did Brock come out? Why did Brock give, you know, Cena the F5 last night? Blah 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 blah. I think we're gonna.
What's the beef?
Yeah,
I guess.
No, I think we're gonna see. Well, yeah, we'll probably see Brock next week on Raw. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Clark and Boone? It's Ryan Clark.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Ryan Clark?
Not much. What's going on? First off, Ryan, you really need to drink some tea because your voice is sounding a little worse right
Oh,
now.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm starting to hear it a little more now.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my voice. You know what, dude? As soon as we get out of here, man, I'm gonna put up the SmackDown spoilers, and then I am going to bed,
get some
dude.
sleep. You really need to get some sleep. It's
I
been a
hear
long
you.
WrestleMania week for you.
I hear you, dude. I appreciate the support too, man.
What the fuck? It's been a long WrestleMania week for me too, Brian Clark.
Well, yeah, this too. Your work hasn't been a lot too. But yeah, definitely a great WrestleMania. Definitely a great Raw all around. The pop that was the loudest I heard since the Attitude Era.
Yeah, I mean, the pop was insane last night, man.
One of the passionate pops,
Yeah.
Miami was a great all night. They were just a really great crowd. No doubt about it. They were great.
Yeah, no doubt.
The weather treated them good. Yeah, they got lucky all the way around.
This is very true.
All right, thanks for the call, dude. Hopefully you didn't have another question, man. I didn't mean to cut him off. My bad.
I never really heard a question in there, but yeah.
He's a diehard listener, man. He's always in the live chat room on a weekly basis. So get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. Look at you guys in the chat. I love you motherfuckers. I really do. You know what I mean? For the support of the website, everything else,
in your
man.
ass, go to sleep.
It's fucking. They're just awesome, dude.
They're giving you a chance and shit. Okay.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's going on?
Hey, I just want to say thanks for all your news during the WrestleMania weekend. And do you see the Miz going to SmackDown during the draft?
There are going to be some major shakeups in the WWE draft. As far as names are concerned, we haven't heard anything as of right now. But it's possible. I would say the Miz over to SmackDown. I mean, Miz is kind of lost in the shuffle on Raw lately, you know.
Well,
so
my question is, what does it matter? Because Raw is a super show anyway, so it doesn't matter who's on SmackDown. They're going to be on Raw.
Sure.
So pretty much who's only going to be on SmackDown carrying that show. They could put Brock over there, but then you need Cena and Brock on the same. They could put CM Punk. They could put CM Punk on SmackDown, but that would be bad, you know. I don't know, man. Jericho. I don't know. There's names. I don't know. We'll see.
Caller, you are live on WZR Radio. What's up?
What's up, Brian? I'm wondering what your thoughts are on the Yes chant becoming the new popular chant in the universe, WWE universe.
It's the new what chant? That's what it is.
Austin compared it to the what chant earlier today. He, sent out a tweet. So it is. I mean, pretty much, man. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, they were chanting.
It's used the same way too. They interrupt people with it. Like I just interrupted you. It's just whenever they feel like doing it, they do it. Doesn't matter who's talking or what they're saying.
They were doing it at the Ring of Honor show in New York City just about a month ago when I went down there. It was crazy, dude. It's taken off just like the what chant. And
they were doing it during the Rock's promo, for Christ's sakes, in Miami.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, my God. What more do you need to know?
It is crazy, man. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, man. What's up, man? My name is Ben, and I'm from Indiana, just like you.
What's going on? What's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot. I actually had to cut off the radio feed just to call in because, I'm big on the dirt sheets. I like to read them a lot, but after seeing the video of Daniel Bryan cutting the promo after Raw, I was very interested, and I actually had to create an account and everything just to comment on this. Do you think they'll take this into consideration, or do you think he's just going to be, thrown
No, they got to do something with that guy now. They've got to give him some kind of push. But what sucks is it looks like they're going straight into Sheamus Del Rio, so he's not going to be in the world title picture, at least temporarily. So hopefully they find something good for him to do in the meantime, because the guy is over like Rover, and if they let it cool off, it's going to be a damn shame.
Where is my Jackie?
I want to know the same thing.
Where is my Jackie?
Well, where could she be?
Where could she be? You may be right here, Matty B.
No Jackie yet? I thought you were teasing and about to say hello.
I don't know, bro.
Are we doing it? Well, we got a hello coming, or?
Hello, Jackie.
Hey!
Hey, guys. What's happening?
What's crack-a-laggin', Jacqueline?
You got something for us, Jackie?
The picture is gonna be a while.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I knew it.
Oh,
now, if you would
man.
have won, would you have told her, hey, it's going to be a couple weeks before I can send that out to you, that money that I just lost?
Jackie, you know what I was going to do?
Let's entertain this. Why is it going to be a while? I don't understand. Do you need a camera? Because Ryan will send you a camera.
Okay, the real reason is she didn't show up. Only Matt and Sean showed up, and my cousin. But my cousin had to leave because he was DJing the night before, and he was tired. So it was just me, my friend Sean, my friend Tim's boyfriend, and my friend Matthew, and my cousin Matthew. So she didn't show.
There's no reason you couldn't have at least took a picture with loser written on your head and sent that in with a rubber nose. There's no reason you couldn't have at least done that.
Yeah, why don't...
Given us something.
We
built this up for weeks, and now we have nothing.
Why don't we screw Samantha or Savannah or whatever the fuck her name is, get her out of here. We don't need her. All we need is a photo of you with a clown nose with loser written across your forehead.
Well, I tried looking for my clown nose, and apparently I must have thrown it out when I
was
in my room.
You take some red lipstick, you rub it all over your nose till your nose is red. You write the word loser in black on your forehead. You take a picture, you send it to us. We want that by next week, or there's gonna be trouble. The chat's turning on you right now. I'm telling you.
The whole chat, every.
Okay, I will try to get to it. And
try.
No, not try.
Well, what excuse would you have a camera? Yes. Do you have anything to write loser on your head? Yes.
I have a camera. I have mascara. I will have my parents help me do it. And there's something you guys should know. I'm going to Monday Night Raw on the 23rd.
Oh.
Okay. That's great, but we had a bet, Jackie, that we built up for a month, and we're standing here holding our Johnsons with nothing to show for it. Well, I don't like this.
I will take it this weekend, and I will post it this weekend. Will that make you too happy?
Yes.
No, you don't post it. You give it to us so we can debut it on the show like we had planned.
Well, the only way I can give it to you guys is via my Facebook.
No, you can
put it on
fucking
your Facebook and then send Ryan the
Jackie.
link, and then take it down.
Jackie, have you ever heard of email? You know what I'm saying? Webmaster at ProWrestlingScoops.com. There's email. You know what I'm saying? Here's what you do.
Did I call
Oh, wait a
I
minute,
knew it.
Jackie. This is what you do. All right.
I knew
you
it.
probably got your phone. You probably got your phone hooked up to your Facebook page, right? So what you do is you put loser.
I'm disappointed.
Boone, let me stop.
All right, I'm sorry.
So
I'm just upset.
So you write loser on your forehead and you put some red stuff all over your news, right? Then you give your father or your mother your telephone, all right? You have them take a photo. You take that photo, you upload it to your Facebook. Once it goes to Facebook, you save the photo to your computer and then you attach it and email me at webmaster@prowrestlingscoops.com. Then next Tuesday, you call up next Tuesday and we'll debut it and we'll plug your website and we'll plug everything and we'll
and my man said he was going to pay you anyway for being a good sport, and you didn't.
And I'm still gonna give you money anyways. If you come through next week, I could call off the whole thing right now, but you know what? If you come through next week, one more chance. I'll give you one more chance, and I will still send you money, even though I lost the bet, because I'm a nice guy and I like it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I won the bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have a deal.
Okay.
I'll see what
A real deal this time, like Evander Holyfield, or?
And I'm sorry that she did not show up. She called me. She had gotten lost.
Blaming it on her friend.
No, it's true. She got lost because her GPS went out.
All right.
And then I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, I understand. I understand. So everything. So she and I are pretty tight, and
wow.
So okay, well. Let's get to Monday Night Raw.
Jackie. Next week, Jackie, I'm gonna give you one more chance next week. You gotta come.
We promoted this. Oh, Jackie.
I will have the picture.
Did you just growl? Did you growl?
No, I'm watching the Penguins game.
We got it on tape. You just said, "Arr!"
She just growled at us, bro. She just fucking growled at us. Jackie.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
All right, Jackie, we're going to talk to you next week, and you better come through,
right.
I'm telling you, all right?
All right, I will.
All right. We love you, Jackie.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm disappointed in her. Did I not call it in the beginning of the show? She's gonna have she'll call in, but she'll have an excuse. Something with a camera. Oh God.
What's
Jackie,
that thing? What does they say? Fucking face palm? Is that what it is? Face palm. Look.
Oh, where you put your hand in your head? Oh,
look, I'll do it. Everybody do it.
I'm doing it right now.
Everybody do it, right?
Oh, jeez, Jackie. What are we going to do with you?
Hands. Grrr. She growled. She fucking grrr.
Fucking grrr.
Oh, my God. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
What's going on, guys? Well, I think that's funny as hell, but before you guys hang up on me, I have to vent off about Randy Orton really quick in about 2 minutes. Because Randy Orton, I mean, a lot of people were pissed that he lost because, he got screwed out. He's the other guy. A lot of people believe that Kane should have put him over, but I have...
Why are we whispering?
I have to say that I am just so happy that Randy Orton got his ass kicked, because I am glad that they are taking him out of that position at the top, because he does not belong there right now, regardless of what anybody
they're not taking him out of that position. That was just a WrestleMania finish that they changed on the fly. They're not taking him out of the top spot.
Yeah, no, that's not.
He's not on his way down or anything because he lost the match to Kane at WrestleMania.
Listen, there's not many main eventers, especially over on SmackDown right now. You know what I mean? Randy Orton's one of their top guys over there right now. So.
I mean, well, if you want to say it that way, you could also word it the way he worded it, which is Randy Orton. He's one of the top guys over on SmackDown. We whisper right now because it's late and we don't want nobody hearing us on the phone.
Oh man. Get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Good Lord, I'm losing my voice, man. I am losing my voice. What are you going to do? Anyways, we had record traffic tonight, which is crazy. You can call us right now. We've got open phone lines, 518-712-3070. 518-712-3070. Callie, what's going on, man?
Callie.
What's happening? Hey, just two quick questions. First one, I guess, if you're MMA like you guys are, because I was watching the Overeem fight again with Lesnar, and how he hit him with just 2 or 3 knees and a kick and beat him. If you're like a true UFC fan and you see Lesnar pop up on WWE, would you go crazy too? Or you just kind of say, oh, well, since you're more of a UFC fan per se than a wrestling fan?
I didn't catch any of that one. Do you know what he said?
No, I didn't catch any of it, dude. No.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, that's okay. Screw that question. One more last question. If you are Eric Bischoff and Hogan, and since TNA, Florida's letting TNA land, and they're going nuts for Brock Lesnar like that in your town, would you kind of be jealous about that, or would you kind of say, so what? Or what?
Do you want to take that one, Ryan?
No, you take it.
I'm still not 100% sure what he said. I think he said, would we be jealous if, let's say, Raw was in, all right, for your example, let's say Raw was in New York, and then the next week it's in Albany, and you get tickets to the Albany show, and Brock debuts in New York, and you're like, son of a bitch, I missed it by 1 week, and now,
Yeah, what about it?
He said, would you be jealous if that happened?
Oh, would I be jealous? Well, it would suck. Obviously, it would suck, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let's do rapid fire. I'm sorry, I was reading these rapid fire questions as he was asking the questions that he wanted answered. Sorry about that. So here we go, rapid fire segment. Tommy Hunter, Clark, what are your thoughts on a possible CM Punk and Steve Austin match at WrestleMania? I think eventually it's going to happen.
I hope eventually it's going to happen, and I think it would be great if they did it, especially the build-up.
I think WrestleMania 29, we're probably going to see that. CM Punk versus
Fingers
Steve
crossed.
Yeah. Douglas Taylor, when will The Rock be back on WWE TV? He is headed off to film 3 different movies, the big one being G.I. Joe. I would say before SummerSlam.
You got to bring up that Orton news real quick too, while we're talking about movies and wrestlers.
What Orton news?
He got pulled from the movie because of his dishonorable discharge from the Real Marines, and the Real Marines made a funk. How the fuck are you gonna have a guy that got kicked out of the Marines starring in a movie about Marines?
Right.
Like blasphemy to the military,
Yeah. TMZ.com had the story today. They took him out of the Marine film, like Boone said, and
the funniest part was WWE played stupid, like they didn't know about his history, even though they've used it in the storyline.
I know.
They've used it in DVDs. I've seen it in the DVDs myself. I'm like, wait, they knew about it. They promoted it.
Of course they knew about it, dude. Like you said, they used it in an angle, in a storyline angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Robert Singh, can you tell me the story behind Andy Roberts? Andy Roberts called up and Boone made fun of his voice or said that he was
I tried apologizing last week. I don't know why he hasn't called back.
Boone called him a stutterer or something like that, and he got real pissed off, and we had to block him. We took him. See you later, Andy. Bye. Rob Saval, Better Diva, Jackie or Maria Menounos?
Jackie who?
Better Diva, like Jacqueline?
Oh, Jackie our caller?
No, I think Better Diva. Not wrestler. Better Diva, Jackie or Maria Menounos.
I could go Maria Menounos. I love that chick.
Yes,
I told you, she's got great DSL. You know what DSL stands for?
Dick sucking lips.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Has nothing to do with the intranet machine.
Sergio Cardenas. Any more news on King Mo possibly coming to WWE?
I know they wanted him when he first came out of college. Before he even got into MMA, the WWE wanted him because they knew he was a great wrestler with a great amateur background, like they like Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, these kind of guys. So they wanted him for that reason. Plus, he had a good look, and they knew he was charismatic. As of right now, do they still want him? I personally don't know, but he would be a good land if they got him.
Lars Henrik Foss, you think Batista will return soon and now that Brock is back? No, I don't think we're going to see Batista back in WWE anytime soon.
I don't know if it'll be soon or not, but if it is or isn't, it has nothing to do with Brock's back, so now Batista's got to come back. I mean, if he comes back, it's because he's free and he wants to come back, not because Brock came back, you know.
Exactly. Michael Duggan, how long will Sheamus hold the World Heavyweight title, and will Orton be the one taking it from him?
I think they're going to give Sheamus a little run.
I think so, dude. Sheamus is well liked by his peers, and he's got Triple H on his side. They're training partners, exactly. Enough said with Triple H on their side. Rebecca Narcisco. What are they going to do with Lord Tenzai? He didn't impress me much last night. We put an article up on the website right before we came on the air here tonight. They're going to build them up with, some squash matches like they had last night with Alex Riley. And then there was talk about putting him in a feud with CM Punk. That is not confirmed, obviously. I mean, I think the plan would be to build him up with squash matches and let the Jericho CM Punk feud run its course. And then after that runs its course, then you would have Lord Tenzai and CM Punk begin a feud. But
I don't know what the actual plans are. You're talking about the plans. What they should do, have a freak show with big guys, Brodus Clay versus Lord Tenzai, and then get them both off my fucking
TV. Shane Maples, Ric Flair to return after TNA contract expires. I don't think WWE wants him back to wrestle.
Definitely not to wrestle, no, because he retired there, so he can't.
Right, but they would have him back for appearances similar to what Shawn Michaels does. You know what I mean? Comes back every here and there. CM Black. Possible Taker return at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. I don't think so. I think Taker's to that point now where, well, it's possible. You brought up SummerSlam and Survivor Series. It'd be the big pay-per-views. You know what I mean? The big four pay-per-views: Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Like special.
It might also be to the point where he's just a WrestleMania guy.
It may be to that point now. You're right.
You can't risk him banging his body. He's so not injury prone, but he's got so many nagging injuries that are easily acting up if you wrestle too many times.
Right.
Save him for Mania, otherwise you're going to ruin the chances of having him go with the streak. Because let's say next year, by example, if he's injured by the time WrestleMania rolls around, the year after that he might not be in shape enough to do a match, and then we'll have to end it with no hype that says this is his final attempt to continue the streak.
JD Petrie, are they going to clean house and get rid of Laurinaitis and Cole, etc., etc.? No, Laurinaitis and Cole aren't going anywhere. Kevin,
Laurinaitis has to clean house with himself. I mean, it's his job.
It's his job to fire the talents. Kevin Burke, who would you rather do? Both Bella Twins at once or Tori Wilson?
Both Bella Twins at once.
Both Bella Twins, without a doubt.
I've always wanted to have twins. Come on, man. That's everybody's fantasy.
Of course. Jack Moonbear Whittle. I thought HBK was supposed to have something to say on Monday Night Raw last night. No, Shawn Michaels. We reported yesterday on the website that Shawn was not backstage at Raw, so I'm not sure where you got that from, but it was up on the website. Shawn Michaels wasn't going to be at Raw last night. Sam Blades, who's hotter, last night's Raw crowd or a New York City crowd? Oh man, that's tough. You know, the top three markets for me in the United States are going to be in no particular order: New York City, Chicago, and Miami. And then
throw Philly in there.
Philly's another one as well. And then, of course, this isn't the United States, but Canadian crowds are awesome as well. So, Sean Smith, which FCW stars are going to get the call up next? Dean Ambrose is scheduled to be the next one to be called up. We just put that up on the website. James Miner, this is Boone is sober. How did Chief J Strongbow die? We do not know yet. Jim Ross was the one that actually broke that earlier today. Sad day, man. Sad day.
That's a legend. I grew up on, not so much him, because he was before my time, but I knew of him because, you know, I've got the Native American background, so I always knew Chief J Strongbow, and I always knew Wahoo McDaniel, because they had the Native American gimmick going on, and Tatanka.
Yeah, no, a really sad day. That's one of the names that, you know, even if you were to ask a casual, old school wrestling fan, they could tell you who that was.
Absolutely.
Chris
Rest
Ross.
in peace, brother.
Chris Ross, Ryan and Boone, were you guys fans of Edge? And if so, what did you like in him as a wrestler? Yeah, I mean,
we talked about this earlier. Ryan saw Edge coming before a lot of people saw him coming. I mean, everybody knew he had the goods, but nobody, I mean, you got to think back, like, 'cause a lot of fans today just know him as a top guy main eventer. But for the longest time, it was, he was Zack Ryder. He's never going to get past this goofy comedy act, mid-car. He's, you know, he could, but we always thought they would never give him the chance, and if they did, it would be too late. And when they first turned the corner, Ryan was the one knocking my door down saying, yo, Edge is the shit, man. And I never saw it until it was obvious and everybody knew it, you know.
Right. That is gonna do it, man.
I gotta go write spoilers now. God damn, I want to be done with this day. I'm so tired, dude. I haven't slept 1 minute since.
Bro, I cannot wait. I feel like absolute shit right now, and it's just the beginning too, man. I mean,
I'm not sick, but I'm so zombied out right now from not sleeping last night. I didn't sleep 1 minute last night, so I am dying right now.
I am, go to Facebook.com, do the plug for the feedback real quick.
All right, my man's going to put some feedback requests up. All we need to know is what you thought of the show. You go to Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. We want to know if you thought the show was good. We want to know if you thought the show was bad. If you thought it was good, tell us what was good about it. This way we can do more of that. If you thought it was bad, tell us what was bad about it. This way we can do less of that. We want to make the show as best as we can for you guys. So let us know what you thought. Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR.
And it's up right now, the feedback post. And make sure, don't be lazy, guys. Go over there, Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR.
We read every one of them.
Every single one of them, we read them. Don't be lazy, and just go over there. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I mean, negative feedback, positive feedback, whatever, man. Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. For all you new people that tuned in tonight, thank you so much. And listen, I can't thank you guys enough, man. I know I put it up on Facebook I know I put it up on Facebook all the time, man, but you guys are the reason that WZR
They are awesome, man.
You guys are the reason that WZROnline.com is where it is today. It's just crazy. We had record traffic, and there'd be no us without you guys, as corny as it sounds. And
that sounds corny.
I can't thank you guys enough. I love every single one of you, man. Not in a gay way, man, but you guys are really, man. You guys are the best.
I'm starting to love them in a gay way. They're turning me on,
and
they
Boone,
get me excited every week, and shit.
Yeah, and Boone, thank you for all the galleries and the photos and everything else.
Thank you for the bonus. Thank you for employing me, and thank you for letting me share the airwaves with you once again.
Of course, man. Of course. And thank God it's over, man. WrestleMania is over. I want to go to bed, man. I want to get these. I want to get
time to get back to a normal crazy schedule as opposed to this nuclear crazy schedule we've been dealing with.
I know. We're gonna. There's gonna be a bunch of news coming up on the website. I got about 7 posts that are ready to go, and then I got 3 more posts with the NXT Superstars and SmackDown spoilers. So we got between 10 and 15 posts ready to go up on WZROnline.com, man. It never ends, dude. It never ends. So go to WZROnline.com, and we're going to have some pretty big news coming up here in the next couple minutes. Give me about an hour to get 10 or 15 news posts up. It's going to be crazy. We will see you guys next Tuesday night. Thanks for the record traffic. Appreciate it. Can't thank you guys enough. For Matt Boone.
That's me.
This is Ryan Clark, a sick Ryan
That's
Clark.
him.
Saying see you next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time on WZROnline.com.